Hey everyone, welcome back to Prosper India. This is me Vanshika, your host and news analyst, bringing you the latest updates with clear, sharp and deep analysis. In October 2020, India and China stood on the brink of a larger military confrontation after the deadly Galwan Valley clash. For nearly 4 years, thousands of troops, tanks, artillery and fighter aircrafts remained deployed across the line of factory control. But today, something unexpected is happening. India and China are once again talking about the normalization of relations. High-level meetings are back, direct communication has resumed, and both sides are publicly describing recent discussions on constructive. So has the border dispute really ended, or is this simply a temporary pause in one of the Asia's largest nations? The turning point came in October 2024 when India and China reached an agreement on patrolling arrangements in Depsang and Demchok, the two major friction points in eastern Ladakh. This agreement led to the troop disengagement in these areas and reopened the military-to-military communication channels. Since then, diplomatic engagement has accelerated. In May 2026, officials from both the countries held the 35th working mechanism for consultation and coordination meeting that both the sides described the discussions on constructive and agreed to continue the military and diplomatic dialogue while preparing for the next special representative meetings. Just days ago, on 22nd June 2026, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval met Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi during the BRICS National Security Advisor meetings in New Delhi. According to India's Ministry of External Affairs, both the countries acknowledged that the bilateral relations are gradually moving towards normalization. But the normalization doesn't mean that the disputes are solved. There are three major sources. The first one is economics. China remains one of India's largest trading partner. Despite the political tensions, the bilateral trade exceeds $200 billion annually in recent years. Both the economies remain deeply connected through electronics, pharmaceuticals, machinery and manufacturing supply chains. Completely decoupling would be expensive for both the countries. The second point is global geopolitics. The world is becoming increasingly fragmented. Conflicts in Europe, instability in West Asia, competitions between the United States and China, and shifting in global supply chains have changed strategic calculations for both New Delhi and Beijing. Reducing the tensions along with the Himalayas allows a greater focus on broader economic and strategic priorities. The very third one is BRICS and the Global South. India and China may compete strategically, but they also cooperate in formats such as BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization on issues like reforming the global financial institutions, climate negotiations, and representing the developing countries. Both governments often find the common ground. So now the question is that who benefits more? The answer isn't simple. India benefits by reducing the immediate risk of another border crisis, lowering the military tensions and creating a more stable environment for economic growth. However, India continues investing heavily in border infrastructure, military modernization and strategic partners such as Quad, showing that it has not reduced its long-term security concerns. So if we talk about the China's benefits, because stable ties with India reduces the pressure on its southwestern border at a time when Beijing faces the strategic competition in the Indo-Pacific borders economic challenges. A calmer border also supports trade and regional diplomacy. In the reality, both the countries gain from stability, but neither appears willing to compromise on its core territorial claims. So, is the border standoff really over? Military tension have eased, diplomatically communication has improved, but strategically the rivalry is very much alive. The line of action control remains undemarcated, mutual distrust persists, and experts widely agree that today's normalization is a confidence building process, not a final statement. The real question is no longer that whether India and China can talk. It's whether they can build enough to trust and prevent another crisis. What do you think? And is this genuine diplomatic reset or just a strategic pause before the next confrontation? Share your views in the comments. And if you like this geopolitical analysis, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.